Now on CoastTV News.
Scammers impersonating Ocean City police officers. What to look out for.
Deal with Delaware, a Philadelphia college agreeing to expand rural health care in Sussex County.
A new law to purchase a handgun in Delaware. What people can expect now.
Well, the winds are back down, but you know what? That cold is still coming around the corner.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
An ongoing scam happening right through your phone. Good evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. We begin tonight with the Ocean City Police Department advising people to be careful because somebody's out there trying to swindle you out of your money.
According to Ocean City Police, scammers are impersonating them over the phone and trying to take advantage of you. Coast TV reporter Kevin Zappe is live in Ocean City. Kevin, these schemers are using a scare tactic to trick people.
Christina, according to the Ocean City Police Patrol, scammers are calling people throughout town and lying to them, saying that they have an unpaid warrant that needs to be resolved immediately. Scammers calling, line 1.
All it takes is one phone call.
In Ocean City, the police department says fraudsters are pretending to be the police and they're trying to take your hard-earned money. It's something Jim Rapp and Pam Matchett have had to deal with before.
You take what would normally be an innocent phone call and it can really destroy a big part of your life.
I get texts all the time, but I just delete them and report them as junk.
The Ocean City Police Department recently posted a warning on their Facebook, letting people know about the latest phony phone use circulating throughout town. An imposter claims to be an officer with the department, telling victims they have outstanding warrants and need to send money to clean their name right now. And if you get one of these calls, do not fall for it. According to the Ocean City Police Department, officers will never call you to settle a warrant or ask for a payment through the phone. Police say cons like this happen a lot, and sometimes scammers are so brazen they even use real OCPD officer names to make their calls sound legitimate. Rapp and Matchett hope everyone stays alert.
You give them some bit of information and they've got you.
There's a number of seniors that live in the area and at least keep it top of mind for them.
Remember, police say the point of this hustle is to trick you, scare you, confuse you into sending your money to the crook on the other side of the call. So be vigilant, and again, police will never get you to try and pay for a warrant over the phone. Now, according to the Ocean City Police Department, only one person has transferred money over to the scammer, but multiple reports have been made. So be sure you're aware. I'm Kevin Zappe, live in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Kevin. And Ocean City is not the only area seeing scams like this. According to the Ocean City Police Department, the Worcester County Sheriff's Office has also encountered similar calls, and police say scams like this have gone nationwide, really.
This brings us right into our Coast TV poll here. We want to know, how do you check for scams?
Let's take a look at the results. 2% Google the number, 2% also call police directly. 96%. Most people say they just ignore the unknown calls.
Looks like I have a lot of friends there with 96%. We'll see if those numbers fluctuate throughout the evening. You can go to coasttv.com and vote, or you can use our mobile app. Now let's take a live look outside. A gorgeous sunset there as we check in with our first alert meteorologist, Paul Williams.
Well, now, the thing about it is, Charlie, looks can be a little deceiving. It looks like a nice warm day, but step outside tomorrow morning when that sun comes up and it looks bright, brilliant, and warm and inviting, and hit the brakes because it's going to be really cold. I mean, we're at 47 right now. We're going to drop to 41 by 9 o'clock, mostly clear skies. But tomorrow morning, my friend, this will be part of the reason why, because we're looking at gusty winds. We did this morning, had 36 mile per hour wind gusts, but then we have still very vibrant winds along the shores because we're still under at least a small craft advisory. We'll talk about just how cold it's going to be before the rain shows up.
Thank you, Paul. Jefferson University signed a memorandum of understanding with the state of Delaware on October 29th. That was just recently made public. It says the two will collaborate in phases towards a goal of building Delaware's first ever 4-year medical school. Coast TV News reporter Brandon Ferguson is in our newsroom. Brandon, the governor's office says the MOU is not exclusive to Thomas Jefferson University.
Charlie, a spokesperson for the governor's office, tells us they're happy that Thomas Jefferson University raised their hand to collaborate with the state. But she stressed that this is still in the early stages and nothing quite yet is set in stone. The agreement comes as Governor Matt Meyer applied for a $1 billion to the federal Rural Health Transformation Program. The governor says the plan would overhaul health care in rural Delaware with 15 proposed projects. That includes the first ever four-year medical school in Delaware and mobile health care units. One man we spoke with travels all the way to Wilmington for his doctors after waiting months to see one here in Sussex County.
We need more facilities. There is no way that with all the retired people coming here that the existing facilities are enough to handle all of us.
When CoastTV asked Matt Meyer at a press conference last week about an exact location for a medical school here in Sussex County, he did not have one, saying they were still working out the details. Meyer also telling us they're expecting to know the exact funding from that $1 billion program application by the end of the year. Christina, back to you.
If you're looking to buy a handgun like one of these in Delaware, it may take you a little longer. A law is now in effect requiring a permit for purchasing handguns. It also requires taking a training course, getting fingerprinted, and passing a background check. Officials expect the process to have a turnaround time of about 30 days. Advocates of the law say it will improve gun safety across the state, but one gun shop owner tells us it violates the Second Amendment.
We really want to educate. The majority of our business is training. However, it should not be forced on someone and again violate their constitutional right.
Now, there are some exemptions to the permit to purchase law, some of which are current or retired law enforcement and anyone with a valid hunter safety certification.
The Toms Cove Visitor Center in the Virginia unit of Assateague Island National Seashore has closed permanently. That is according to the National Park Service. They say the building, home for decades to MPS, interpretive education, and lifeguard operations, is past its useful life and will be demolished in early January 2026. The National Park Service says the structure was never designated to serve or designed to serve as a visitor center and has actually been relocated twice in its history. They say that all the Park Service staff and programs will move to the U.S. FWS Bateman Center, which will become a joint operation.
President Trump doing an about-face on releasing the Epstein files, now saying he's all for it. This in sharp contrast to just last week when he called the issue surrounding his relationship with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
But the issue has caused a rift with his MAGA backers, including Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, who isn't backing down in her tiff with the president.
NBC's Julie Shurkin shows us how Epstein survivors are heading to Capitol Hill as lawmakers prepare to vote on releasing the files.
Amid increasing pressure to release the Epstein files and a growing realization that many House Republicans would vote to do just that, President Trump making a 180 turn and now telling lawmakers to vote to release the files because, quote, we have nothing to hide. The sharp pivot comes after Mr. Trump for months repeatedly dismissed the controversy over his friendship with the convicted sex offender.
We've done a great job, and I hate to see that deflect from the great job we've done.
And the president refused to back a bipartisan bill to force the release of the files, despite many in his MAGA base demanding to see the documents, causing a rift with Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Marjorie Taylor Greene,
who bucked Trump and backed that bill.
I believe the country deserves transparency in these files, and I don't believe that rich, powerful people should be protected.
Today, the Congresswoman saying the president's criticism has led to a bomb threat at her business. Greene, one of 3 Republican women signing on to the bipartisan push to make the Epstein files public, along with Kentucky's Thomas Massie, who says he believes many more GOP lawmakers will vote for it on the floor.
I think we could have a deluge of Republicans. There could be 100 or more. I'm hoping to get a veto-proof majority on this legislation when it comes up for a vote.
Now, some Epstein survivors joining forces in a new PSA.
Time to bring the secrets out of the shadows.
Making their own plea to lawmakers to release those files to the public.
It really is an understanding that we are all coming together for this cause for a reason, because we want to change it for the future.
Now, some of Epstein's survivors are expected to be on Capitol Hill tomorrow, the same day sources say that House lawmakers will vote whether to force the Department of Justice's hand in releasing those Epstein files. I just asked Speaker Johnson how he plans to vote. No response. In Washington, Julie Sirkin, NBC News.
A year after a rescue at Assateague, how one sea turtle made it back into the ocean.
As we're taking a look at the Bay forecast from Tuesday going to Wednesday, temperatures in the low 50s in Cambridge, we've got to talk about the timing of some late night rain leaning into early Wednesday morning.
But first, property tax perks. How Ocean City officials are attempting to give its fire department members, who are also homeowners, an extra incentive. That's next.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
In Ocean City, there is discussion tonight about property tax help for the members of the Ocean City Volunteer Fire Department.
Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber tells us about an ordinance up for a second reading.
Ocean City is looking at a way to support the people who help keep the community safe. Town documents state an ordinance looking to be added to town code offers a property tax credit of up to $2,500 to active members of the Ocean City Volunteer Fire Company, which is something Ryan Whittington, Public Information Officer and member of the department, says.
When you think about it, if you encourage individuals to live in the town where they work, we really create a much more resilient work environment, and also our communities become safer, and you intertwine the employees who live here as part of the fabric of the community.
According to the town, in addition to being an active member, other qualifications include member must be listed as an owner on the deed to the property, primary residence is within town limits, lived at the property as the primary residence for a minimum of 1 year, and the property does not have a rental license on the property. According to the town of Ocean City, volunteers cannot claim more than one primary residence, and they say this ordinance would go into effect at the beginning of the property tax year on July 1st, 2026. In Ocean City, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
Coming up next, Paul Williams is in our Coast TV First Alert Weather Center. He has your full forecast after this.
We have about two primary concerns, and they're kind of back to back. We've got to deal with the cold and then a bit of rain that's going to follow immediately behind it. And I guess a tertiary kind of concern would be just how gloomy and glum and cloudy and all that other kind of yucky stuff the rest of the work week is likely to be. In Ocean City right now, we're at 45 degrees, dew point temperature of 25. Winds are calm right now, so that sets us up for the temperatures to tank rather rapidly. Now, by 9 o'clock, we will fall to 40 degrees even, but we're going to tumble way beyond that. In fact, anticipate us feeling, well, very much like the 20s easily, and into the lower 30s is where we'll go. We're currently at 45 degrees actually in Milton as well as Long Neck, and it's 46 degrees, Bethany Beach, 45 right now in Ocean Pines. Small craft advisories are still in effect. Now, we've been downgraded, so the winds have backed off, and that's always a good thing. But with that in mind, we still are looking at uncomfortable situations for the morning walks along the beach. So yeah, you're going to definitely need not just a jacket, not just a windbreaker now. We're talking about bona fide jackets and maybe even a hat, okay? Skull cap or something like that. Small craft advisories stay active until Tuesday morning for the entire Delmarva Peninsula, no matter what side of the fence you're on. Now, all this white that you see right here, that's indicative of significant dry conditions that could bode towards some fire risk. That's now in effect for the folks, over in portions of Virginia and Maryland, but not our immediate area as of right now. We had one of those earlier. That's been allowed to expire. Overnight lows falling into the upper 20s to lower 30s. That's cold no matter how you slice it and no matter what kind of cake you're serving up as far as what state you're from. Now, you combine that with the wind still staying at least active. We're looking at a 36 mile per hour wind gust that we recorded in Salisbury, a 28 mile per hour wind gust in Georgetown. But see, the winds are coming out of the northwest, and that's the not so friendly direction the winds are coming out of. When they come out of the north, we're talking about a drier air mass and usually a lot cooler. Now, as we go into Wednesday, it begins to kind of change up a bit for us, but take a look at what it's going to feel like tomorrow morning. We're going to wake up to it feeling like 28 degrees in Millsboro. 28 degrees is a wind chill factor for us, actually in Selbyville. So that's where we are. Now, as far as the pumpkin patch forecast is concerned, if that's going to be your thing. Listen, the ground is still dry because it's been parched a bit lately, but we're looking for temperatures to climb into the lower 50s, a 20% chance of rain during the day, but an increased chance of rain going into the evening hours. You see, highs tomorrow will be near the 50-degree mark, but we'll have the winds out of the west between 9 to 18 miles per hour, so it's going to be a bit on the chilly side. And then as you go through our timeline here, we see Tuesday, widespread rain begins to kick in throughout the entire area. How much rain are we talking about? Maybe up to a half an inch some places, maybe 3/4 of an inch, but not too much. Then our chances of rain will elevate on Tuesday, and then we'll have another elevation of rain for us as we go into Friday and Saturday. And so this is that rain, that slice of rain that's likely to pull through. But here's some interesting news. In 8 to 14 days, we may actually flip the script and get a little warmer than usual. Let's wait and see. Here's a look at your extended forecast.
Thank you, Paul. Well, many of you might remember Pegasus. Take a look at your screen. This is the sea turtle that was rescued last June at Assateague Island National Seashore. At the time she was rescued, she was in rough shape, but according to the National Aquarium Stranding Response, Pegasus has made a full recovery thanks to months of rehab. Pegasus was also equipped with a satellite transmitter before her release to keep a close eye on her, and she was released back into the ocean in September. And it is that time again for the Bless Our Children campaign. Every year, CoastTV works to make the holidays brighter for kids across Delmarva.
And the money you give, it goes to local charities who buy Christmas presents. Here's how you can support.
For many in our community, the holiday season can bring about stress, as they strive to create unforgettable moments for their cherished little one.
And that's where the Bless Our Children campaign can help, but we need your support to make it happen. All the money you donate goes to local nonprofit organizations which give gifts to children this holiday season.
And you know what, Mike? Every penny, every single one you give helps families right here in Delmarva because WBLC covers all administrative costs. Send a donation and a holiday card, and we may read your well wishes on the air.
Businesses can also help Bless Our Children by accepting the Shell Brothers Bless Our Children Challenge by donating at least $1,000. As our thank you, we'll list your name on the Shell Brothers Honor Roll in order of amounts given in increments of $1,000.
You can donate by sending a check or money order to the address on your screen, or you can use your credit card online at blessourchildren.org.
Together, we can make the holidays this year a special one.
Bless Our Children is administered by the Draper Holdings Charitable Foundation.
Coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network at 8, the Salisbury Stakes will host the Philadelphia Spartans in soccer. Then it's the final score at 10:30 p.m. Coming up, Ocean City lights up for Winterfest. What's planned for opening night? Stay tuned on CoastTV News at 5.
Ocean City will celebrate the 33rd annual Winterfest of Lights this week. Millions of twinkling lights, dozens of animated holiday displays, and a 50-foot Christmas tree will all light up Northside Park. The Ocean City Elementary School's OC Stars will perform, followed by fireworks. And the opening ceremony is Thursday at 5:30 in Ocean City.
This year, roads and airports during the Thanksgiving holiday period expected to be busier than ever. AAA predicting nearly 82 million people will travel at least 50 miles from home during that period that runs from the Tuesday before Thanksgiving to Monday, December 1st. That's 1.6 million more travelers compared to last Thanksgiving, and it's a new record. AAA projects the majority of people, at least 73 million, will travel by car, and 6 million U.S. travelers expected to take domestic flights over the Thanksgiving holiday period.
Now here's a live look outside into Laurel. We have one more check on your forecast after the break.
Coming up new on CoastTV News at 6, riding a horse through a course, how a nonprofit provides therapy differently.
Well, we're feeling differently in Dover right now. Temperatures are in the 40s, but we're feeling a little bit cooler than that thanks to just a gentle breeze. Anything can just kind of kick that off. But we do have a small craft advisory that's active for the entire Delmarva Peninsula. So we're bracing for 25-mile-per-hour winds. So yeah, it's still a little blustery along the beaches, so not a comfortable walk on the beach. Andy did courtesy of Paul Davis, Restoration Home Remodeling. You can keep with your forecast by calling our weather line, sponsored by the laws of Darkstead, Mendalis, and Federico. And here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. We're going to stay a little bit on the cool side this week and cloudy, but supposedly in about 8 to 14 days, we might start warming back up, folks.
You know, Paul, usually I let you off the hook, but sometimes I got to blame the people in this room. It was a little windy this morning on my way in.
Oh, don't blame Paul.
And that's something you cannot forgive.
Cannot.
Thanks, Paul, and thanks for joining us for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.